Hi YouTube, my name is Kevin, and I'd like to talk to you guys about bullying and cyberbullying and the effects that it has on kids and what it does to kids. At my old school, I was harassed. I was constantly pushed into lockers. I was called names, and I was beaten up constantly on an everyday occurrence. If not every day, it was like almost every other day, but that doesn't matter. Bullying is bullying. And it really does hurt. I mean, it gets your emotions. It's like you don't want to go to school. It's like, it feels like nobody cares. And it hurts so bad. And it's like, I mean, you try to tell school officials, your parents, and you try to tell, but it doesn't always happen for some kids. You know, when they tell their parents, sometimes they won't believe them. Sometimes they won't care. Sometimes they'll just say, you know, we were all picked on in school. I understand that, but it's a very serious matter because some kids get picked on so much they just want to commit suicide, and which is understandable because, you know, they're tired of being picked on. It feels like nobody cares about them, and that they're just tired. You know, every time they go to school, they just feel out of place. Nobody talks to them. Nobody hangs out with them. It's like nobody to go to, and they're all alone, which is really, really sad. And I'm hoping I can fix this by trying to publish this out and get everybody's opinion, and hopefully start a community thing where everybody can help. And it'd just be really cool if we can get this completely stopped. I know it'll probably take a long time, but if we can just get it just out there, a reminder for everybody. I mean, let me tell you something. At my old school, I got picked on so much every day from 8:25 to 3 o'clock, even outside of school, on Facebook. It was just really horrible. I mean, I couldn't get away with, I felt like I couldn't get away from it. I mean, even at home, I try to be normal, have a Facebook, try to make some friends that way, because it felt like nobody at my school liked me. So, it got really, really bad. I mean, I was walking home one day, and I was assaulted on the trail. I was walking home, and 3 guys assaulted me. They hit me in the head with a sawed-off shovel handle, and that really hurt, really, really bad. And that really hurt me, and there was nothing I could do. And I just was hoping, that people would care when I was really hurt that day. I was screaming for help, and nobody was around, so I started walking, tried to flag some people down while they were driving by, but nobody stopped. So that also hurts, because in that time of matter, you really need somebody, and when someone doesn't stop, that kind of hurts. But I don't want to sound like a wimp. I mean, I really, really want this to be published, because this is some of the things kids do to other kids, and it's sad. I mean, on about 42% of underage kids commit suicide because of bullying, and that's just sad. I mean, because the parents lose their kids, and that's pretty hard on them, and it also makes the school feel bad. Yet they can't really do much because, like I said, they got to see it, or they got to have some sort of proof. And I don't think it should be that way. I think the proof that witnesses see, or that's posted on Facebook, should be good enough for those kids that do that to other kids. Need to be just stopped. I mean, because it gets so out of hand. I mean, when you're at this age, when people post stuff about you, behind your back and on these public websites, you can't get away with that. Once it's online, it's online. I mean, it's on there forever. And when everybody knows about it, when you go to school and everybody's laughing at you because you did this, or you did that, or you talk funny, or you look funny, and that's sad. You shouldn't have to worry about going to school being harassed because you got facial differences that you don't fit in properly. I don't think it should be that way. I think everybody should just get along with everybody. You're there to learn and not to be bullied and not harass kids. You're not there to do that. You're there to learn and make friends and just be normal. I mean, like when we were all younger, like in middle school, everybody was nice to each other. Middle school, elementary, we all got along. Nobody did anything. And then it's like when you get into high school, everybody changes. I mean, the friends that you had probably in elementary and middle school, they change and they go on to other things, and some of them befriend you, and some of them just move. Some of them just don't even want to be around you. And then some of those kids that used to have friends, when they go into high school, it's like it's a brand new start. I mean, you're becoming an adult, and it's very hard in high school because like I said, you're trying to fit in. You gotta have the right clothes. You gotta gotta have the nice car. Gotta have the girl. Gotta have all the stuff. I mean, it's like materials matter. I don't understand why that matters. Just because you don't have this doesn't mean you have to make fun of them because they're either poor or because they don't have that. I mean, it's just material items. It's like that's what everybody cares about, and it shouldn't be that way. And a lot of kids don't have this and don't have that, and then these kids that do have this, they brag about it. They make fun of you because you don't have this, and I mean, it's ridiculous. And I just really, really, really want this changed. I want people to stop harassing people, because when you do that, it really does hurt. Words do hurt. And I think if you see a kid that's all alone, sitting alone at the lunch table, maybe you should sit next to him, get to know him. Don't just assume that he's weird. I mean, look at his clothes. I mean, don't do that. I mean, that's just not nice. At least get to know the kid and be nice to him. Doesn't mean you have to be friends with him. Just don't be rude to him. Don't hit him. Don't make fun of him. Just don't do any of that. I mean, it's just crazy. And also, I see kids every day at school make fun of other kids, like, they make fun of him because he's gay. They also make fun of him because, you know, he walks funny. They also make fun of him because he does this or he does that. He makes funny noises, or, you know, he just, you know, it shouldn't be that way. I think I really want people to get along. I want this out here. I want kids to stop committing suicide because of being harassed. I want them, you know, I want to make school I want all schools to be a safe place. I mean, that's basically the school's mission. You know, have a good place to go to that's safe. You know, there's a lot, you know, there's kids to be around with, you know, and to make friends and to learn and to just have fun. That's what school's about. Not being harassed because, you know, you don't have this, don't have that. Just, I want that stopped. I want to go to school and not have to worry about, you know, not having this and not having that. I mean, that shouldn't matter. What should matter is how that person is. You know, he's a good guy, he does this, you know. A lot of those kids that kids bully, they're really good kids, you know. Yeah, they may talk a lot in class, they may, you know, do funny things, they may, you know, I don't really know. All I know is I sit next to this girl in my second period class, and they throw things at her, and they make fun of her voice, they make fun of her height, they make fun of how she talks, and what she does in class, and that's just wrong. I mean, she's just trying to do her work, and it's hard to do your work when you have people constantly throwing things at you, pushing you, calling you names, you know, while the teacher's not there or not looking, and that's just not right. I mean, she's not bothering you, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, don't be rude to them. I mean, just because they don't look normal in someone's eyes doesn't mean you have to be rude. I mean, that's just not right. I don't want that to happen. I think if, you know, everybody was nice in class and everybody just got along, I think it would be a whole lot better. I mean, I think it would be a good idea if everyone just did a fresh start tomorrow when you guys go to school. You know, that person that you were mean to, maybe you should say, hey, you know, I'm sorry that I was mean, you know, try to work it out. Just don't be doing, you know, I mean, because when you do it so much, it builds up in that person's, you know, feelings. You know, like when it's like a balloon. When you fill it up with so much air, eventually it's just gonna pop. You know, like when you're being constantly harassed every day, constantly, pretty soon you're just gonna go insane, and that's what causes kids to commit suicide, because they're just tired of being harassed, being bullied, and it feels like nobody loves them, and that's just sad. I mean, that should not be, because they're probably really, really good people. Most of the people I talk to that get bullied are really, really nice people, and I think before you judge them, get to know them. That's what I want to happen. Is I don't want bullying in schools anymore. I'm tired of it. You know, I'm tired of going to class and everybody looking at you because you look funny. And, you know, it's stupid. Just, I think if everybody just minds their own business and does their work instead of spending all that time harassing other people in the classroom, your other peers. I mean, just don't do that, because it hurts them. It really does. It was just the other day at another school, he was being harassed, and